Lawmakers here in Maine have a very big decision to make ahead, whether to adopt parts of President Trump's so-called One Big Beautiful Bill. That's his signature tax reform plan.
For now, Governor Janet Mills says Maine will follow some of the federal tax breaks, but not all of them, until there's more time to weigh the impact. News Center Maine's Alex Haskell has more on the governor's thoughts and those of lawmakers.
So we're going to have to look at this in a really wide lens.
State lawmakers are weighing how closely to align Maine's tax code with President Trump's federal tax plan, the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill. Through a process known as tax conformity, Maine decides which parts of federal tax law to follow and which to leave behind.
So the governor can propose, the legislature disposes.
Republican State Senator Bruce Bickford agrees with some of the tax breaks Governor Mills wants to adopt, but wants her to go further.
What we don't agree with is $6,000 tax credit for seniors. Seniors need that money.
Among the breaks Mills is not yet adopting, tax exemptions for seniors and eliminating taxes on tips and overtime. The governor warns that fully conforming to the federal plan could cost the state up to $400 million. In a letter to the state tax assessor, she wrote in part, "This is not the end of the discussion. Further guidance on whether and to what extent to conform will follow when we have more revenue and economic data to work with and when the legislature is in a position to address Maine's overall response." Mills says her current decisions only apply to tax changes that impact this year's returns.
Remember, in Maine, we have to have a balanced budget, unlike the federal government, which can spend into a deficit.
State Representative Drew Katine, a Democrat, says that's why tax conformity is complicated.
So anything that we do on the tax side, on the revenue side, we have to understand the overall budgetary impact, which makes these conversations very complicated.
Democrats point out Maine hasn't always followed federal tax law perfectly. For example, seniors don't pay state income taxes on Social Security, only federal taxes.
We now need to figure out which of the things that they put forward are ones that make sense for us.
Any tax break we can get, we want to get.
For now, Governor Mills says Maine will conform to federal breaks for such things as losses from disasters, farm property taxes, and business interest deductions. But more decisions and debate are still to come. At the State House, Alex Haskell, News Center, Maine.
Republican lawmakers have expressed an interest in holding a public hearing on the matter.